What is up, YouTube? PPAView back at it. Yes, another video. Today is going to be part 2 of the B series swap. Still a lot of stuff to do. I did get a lot more stuff done from the prior video to this, so if you didn't watch that, go ahead and check it out. Other than that, we got a table full of stuff. Let me update you guys with what's going on. Bam! Got this whole table filled with whatever is needed left. Got the alternator belt. I lost the freaking alternator bolt. It's hanging on the subframe somewhere. Stupid. We got spark plug wire, spark plugs. We got a Walbro 255 fill pump because they said the B series or the B20 runs rich, or I guess B series stocks run rich if you just run the stock D series fill pump. Hybrid racing radiator hoses. We got a DC Sports intake. Got the B series axles, half shaft bolts. We got assorted lines. We got clutch master and slave cylinder. We got the extended O2 lines, assorted vacuum lines in case I needed to cut, some anodized clamps. Got some shifter bushings. I thought that these were going to be solid shifter bushings, but they're still poly. But here goes a part number if you guys want to order this. I got this off Amazon for I think less than 15 bucks. But the ones that I have currently on the shifter, they're ass. So yeah, let me update you guys with what was done so far on the car, and then we'll get started throwing all this in. Don't know if I'm going to start it. I still need to figure out the idle air control valve, and I think the temp sensor as well. B series, the B20 also comes with a knock sensor, so there's sensors I got to figure out, but let's see how far we can get throwing all this stuff on. Bam. So as you guys can see, B20 sitting in the car. Still a lot of things to do. We got the new mounts in. All 3 of them are in. There's still 1 bolt that I need to get into this mount right here. As you can see, it's where's it? Yep, you can see that the bolt is sticking out of the mount right there. It won't tie down. I think I gotta slightly have the mount come up. Vacuum line, fluid sensors, the whole shablam. So we got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna start throwing stuff on. We should be good. I also bought these 2 O2 sensors when I was doing a tune-up on my D series, but never threw them on. Let's see if these will work. One thing I also need for the Civic is going to be the test pipe or a cat, and I gotta cut the exhaust and then go to like an exhaust shop and have them weld it and do all that stuff. I finally got the T bracket to sit properly. So I got all the bolts in the T bracket, I think except for this top bolt, but I don't think you really need it. But this thing was being a pain in the ass. I pretty much had to attach the bracket and the mount and then put it in like that. All mounts are in, all mounts are tightened down. Next thing on the agenda that I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna install the shifter with the new bushings, and then we're gonna install the half shaft with the half shaft bolts. So let's get straight to that. Got the radiator tied down. I'm gonna go ahead and put the radiator hoses on. I also put one of the O2 sensors in. Like I mentioned earlier, we don't have the test pipe or the catalytic converter. We need to go to an exhaust shop, have them cut the exhaust, shorten it, and then get a test pipe so we can run the secondary O2 sensor. Also on the B20, right there, that brown plug, that is a knock sensor. So I'm still learning as we go, but there's a couple things that I know that will be ran and a couple things that won't be ran, to my understanding. So I just got to figure that out. I've been doing research and seeing things that I need, things that I don't need, yada yada yada. But yeah, let me go ahead, throw some more stuff on. We're making progress. Sorry if this video again is a little sporadic, but we're getting things done. All right, so I got the hybrid racing radiator hoses in. These clamps are okay, but these ones don't want to fucking go on, so I don't know. I may need bigger clamps to clamp on. Same thing with the bottom one. It's like maxed out how wide it got open. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet, but so I have to do a lot with the vacuum hoses. I don't know exactly what goes where, but start figuring that out. And then fluids, and then the wiring. Got this wheel on. I got the axles half shaft in. I put oil in the motor already. I'm gonna fill it up with the transmission fluid. And I am filling it up through the sensor housing area. Alright, I feel like I spilled a lot, so let me get a fucking funnel. Alright, so it's starting to look more complete. What I'm doing is the idle air control valve. I'm not doing the wiring yet, but as you can see, there's a vacuum hose. Let me zoom in. There's a vacuum hose right here that goes to a little port on the block. Oh, right there, perfect. Goes to the idle air control valve. And this one right here, this one I believe connects to this port right here. So these two will connect, which is great because I bought this on Amazon. Super cheap. It came like in a sorted line kit. And then I also bought these clamps, which are anodized. I wish I could replace all of the clamps on the motor with anodized ones, or like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I found that this size for the idle control valve is the best size that still has that sort of like squeezing on. But all I need to do is cut a line. I just need some scissors, cut about that much. Okay, so for some reason, these fucking clamps, these ones are too small and the other ones are too big. So we're just gonna hope that this line doesn't blow off, which I think is pretty secure. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Another vacuum hose that I just noticed I'm missing is gonna be this under the throttle body. I was looking at pictures and it seems like it connects from here all the way to there. So the bottom little port right there in the thermostat connects to the throttle body. Okay, so my phone is going to die, but one of the last things that we are... What is up, y'all? It is another day. Last I left you guys off on was this weekend for me. It is now Friday for me, but I gotta give you guys an update on what I've been doing with the Civic. So let's go outside. Honestly, just been throwing everything in the car, just trying to get everything situated, but I did get a lot done. I think everything is complete except for the wiring. Everything is there, everything is in. I got all the fluids in, even the radiators filled up to the top. I would say it's about 90% done. So what I am missing, let me point out to you guys. So all the fluids are filled. I didn't put this ground wire back on. I gotta find the bolt for that. Also the transmission, the breather valve right there. This cap that I put on is the cap that came with the hybrid racing shifter. I'm just gonna poke a hole in it and then call it a fucking day because I'll order the thing later. But all the vacuum lines are there and hooked up, I believe, in the proper place, but we should see. I got these clamps for the radiator because I was done with the fucking other ones. Dude, I should fuck it, I'll get these ones. Hopefully, I think that they won't back off. But all the wiring's hooked up. I just need to do the idle air control valve thing, and then I need to do the tip sensor wire, and I ordered the pigtails for both parts. As you can see, that's empty and that one's empty. Figured out that this is goes to the purge, the whatever the fuck, you know, for the smog. I just got this blocked off with a screw. And then the intake. So the intake I bought was for a 99 2000 Civic Si. And I thought it was gonna fit because, you know, Civic. But I forgot that the Civic Si has this part drilled out for the filter. So me being me, I may just go ahead and drill that part out for the filter tomorrow because I need to rent a better drill than mine. Just because, you know, I don't want to waste the intake because it is a carb legal intake. So I'm like, might as well just use it. But only thing is, if I do drill it out, the filter would sit right here, and I don't have the liner, and I don't plan on putting the liner back in, the plastic liner. But I don't know, we shall see. But yeah, that's a couple things. So some more vacuum things, the intake, and then the exhaust. There's still that hole. I also went ahead and changed out the fuel pump for the Walbro 255 fuel pump because they said the stock D-Series fuel pumps make the B-Series run rich. So I didn't want to run into that problem. And then also, you guys are gonna think I'm so fucking stupid. This fuse is missing. The reason why this fuse is missing is because I tried to plug up the battery at nighttime. Look what the fuck happened. See that shit? Fucking popped the fuse. But the fuse was delivered today. So while there's still sunlight out, I'm gonna try and start the car, see what it sounds like. So let me stop talking, let me just get fast forward to that part. Uh-oh, we got power. All right, moment of truth, y'all. Let's see if the fuel pump primes. Sheesh, that fuel pump sounds hella loud. All right, let's try and start it. The fuck am I leaking out? All right, it is now the next day. If you've seen the video or the clip that I uploaded, I don't know what the hell that was. This shit was pissing out gasoline from this filter here. Took it off. As you can see, it looks fine, but I don't know if you can see those lines in the filter. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Anyways, I went ahead and grabbed this filter, went to the local pick and pull. There's no lines on it, it's a complete circle. But I did find that in the D-Series, this hole has a filter of its own. So I tried to fit the D-Series little filter thing into here, but it was too big, it didn't fit. So when I took this off the Integra and pick and pull, it also didn't have the filter. So I don't think that needs a filter on the fuel rail itself. Even though the D-Series has a filter or a gasket or a seal, whatever you want to call it, right here, and it has one on the regulator. But anyways, I'm gonna throw this on, see if this solves the problem, because that shit leaked everywhere. Well, there you guys have it. Got it to crank over, start. You just got to figure out some of the plumbing, do some of the wiring stuff, and then should be good. I also got to mess with some other stuff like the throttle cable, and then I'm going to try to get everything ready to take to the shop so they can weld the pipe. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned with the EK build. Hopefully you're liking the content. We'll be sure to upload more and be on time with the upload schedule. Well, that's going to do for this video. Thank you for watching. PBABU out. See you in the next one. Peace.